Everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I am Ricki with Once a Month Meals. I'm so glad that you're here with me today because today we are doing something completely different that we have not done before. So you guys know, or a lot of you know maybe, that Once a Month Meals is typically a membership site. So you need to wait until we have a time where we are accepting new members. But today we are offering a special meal plan for you guys, a special recipe collection. It is our holiday make-ahead party food for a crowd, because we know that you guys are, it's that time of year, you guys are going to be invited to go to lots of gatherings, maybe friend family gatherings, parties, etc. And what do they always say? Bring a dish to share, right? And who has time for that during the holidays? It's hard. It's really hard because we all have extra on top of our normal kind of things that we have going on, like our kids' school schedules and activities, etc. We also have gifting to do. So we have to go out and go shopping. We have those extra parties to attend. We have other things that we need to get done, like extra little errands, like going to help people do things and volunteering and all of those things. And then our kids like have extra activities like school plays or recitals, etc. on top of all that. I know at my house, it is crazy during the months, like the last half of November and all of December. So we have put together this awesome recipe collection that you do not need to be a member of Once a Month Meals to get. All you need to do is go to shop.onceamonthmeals.com and you can actually purchase just this one-off of just this recipe collection. It's 6 recipes, appetizers and desserts that you can make ahead and have in your freezer so that when you get invited to something and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to make something for XYZ, no worries. We have you covered. It's already done it in your freezer. You just grab it, you'll be ready to go. Quick thaw, everything is done. And actually today I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate 2 of the recipes for you, one of the appetizers and one of the desserts, so that you guys can see how easy this is to get done. You could get this done easily, the whole meal plan, like the whole menu kind of thing, in an hour and a half on a Saturday maybe, and you're set to go for your entire holiday season. Doesn't that sound great? Okay. So again, my name is Ricki with Once a Month Meals. If you're new here and you're not sure what Once a Month Meals is, Once a Month Meals is a site we utilize freezer cooking for meal planning. So we want to make it super easy for you guys. And again, today we're doing this meal plan, this holiday make-ahead party food for recipe collection. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple of the recipes for you. Now, if you're joining us, please introduce yourself in the comments. I'm paying attention. And I want to meet you and hear what your name is and where you're from. And if you're new, if this is your first time, make sure and indicate that too, because I want to give you a special welcome. Okay, so the first recipe that I'm doing is a favorite, right? It is the peppermint bark. Who doesn't love peppermint bark during the holidays? I know it's one of our family's favorites. And I know you can buy it, but you guys, it's so easy to make at home. There's really no reason that you shouldn't make this yourself, that you should spend all that extra money on purchasing it. So what I've already done is I've already just taken some of the chocolate chips. I had dark chocolate and I melted it just like I have here, the white chocolate. And I spread it out and I let it cool in my refrigerator so it could get kind of hard. Now, our directions, that's one of the great things about Once a Month Meals, is that we do all the work for you. So you can choose with this one 4, 8, or 16 servings, whichever you would like, because we know that this is typically going to be for a party, right? And so you might be serving a lot of people. So what are our directions? Oh, hi, Kendra. How are you from Salt Lake City? Love the profile pic. Hi, Mindy. How are you? Are you guys ready for the holidays too? Are you guys, pardon me, are you guys ready with all of your appetizers and desserts? So the directions call for covering your sheet pan with some aluminum foil. I also, just a little tip, went ahead and covered that part of it with some wax paper, just because the chocolate will just peel off so easily off of that wax paper. So I've already done that part. Then I've also melted some white chocolate in here, and it's just a consistency that I can stir, but it's not too runny. It's still pretty thick, you can see. And I've let it cool off a few minutes. And the reason that I did that, you guys, because if I have a hot chocolate, I have a hot bowl of chocolate. When I put it in these candy canes, it's all going to turn pink on me, and I don't want that. And so, and you actually want to be kind of careful. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Tracy is an Ohio girl, just like me. So I'm going to just stir these in, and I'm going to be kind of careful as I'm stirring them because I don't want it to turn all pink. So I'm just giving these. And you can put as much or as little in as you like. Our directions, let's see, they call for, yeah, half of a cup of this. So you could, yeah, you could stir a little bit more, a little bit less. One of the things I love about bark too, you guys, like a chocolate bark, is that you can really change up the flavors. Mindy, I'm not ready. Thanksgiving snuck up on me. I'm going to put just a little bit more in there. I hear you, sister. I think it snuck up on everybody this year. So you can see my chocolate chips are not pink, which is exactly what I wanted. I just wanted to incorporate them just enough to really get it mixed in to flavor those white chocolate chips, that peppermint. And then I'm just going to kind of spread it out over the chocolate here, the dark chocolate that I have on my pan. Another reason you don't want it to be too hot because you don't want it to start melting your dark chocolate again. But what I was saying is one of the reasons I love bark, and I'm just going to spread this out kind of over it, is because there are so many different combinations that you can do. You know, you could do like a peanut butter bark, peanut butter and chocolate bark, or like almond and chocolate. You could do some coconut in there if that's your thing. Maybe like a caramel. You can see, even though I've let this white chocolate cool off, some of it is even starting to kind of still melt my dark chocolate because that's how gentle it is here. And I'm going to go ahead, try to get that as much to the edges as you can. If you can't, it's okay, because who's not going to love some extra dark chocolate around the edges? I know I do. And I like my top layer to be a little bit thicker also than the bottom layer. And again, that's personal preference. You can do what you like. Tracy says, can I give my pumpkin pie tip? Of course. We love it when our users are giving tips on their own. All right. So then I'm just going to sprinkle the peppermint that I have left, these crushed up candy canes. All I did was take some candy canes here, regular candy canes, and I just put them in a plastic bag and used my roller to just kind of squash them up. And then you guys, it looks so pretty because I had some of the, you know, like some of the candy canes get really like powdery. So it almost looks like glistening here. So you can kind of see, I'm going to try to get as close as I can here. You can kind of see the peppermint bark. This is what it's going to be like. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator again. Let it get good and hard, and then I'm going to start breaking it into pieces. See how easy that was, you guys. So right now I'm just going to set this behind me so I can get started on our next recipe, which is our pumpkin cheese ball. Oh, and I wanted to let you know too, one of the things that comes with once a month meals, one of the great things are our labels. Oops. I have icing all over my hands. So one of the great things is I have this. So once that peppermint bark cools off and I break it up, all I'm going to do is put it into one of these freezer bags. And with once a month meals, you get the labels too. So see, I already printed out my label. I'm just going to pull that off, stick it on my freezer bag, and I'm going to put this in there. It has not only, it has the directions for serving day. I'll put my bark in there, put it in the freezer, and then all I need to do is pull it out. It won't be lost in my freezer with the unknown foods that are maybe in there without labels, if you know what I mean. I'll just pull it out and I'll be ready to go to the party. Super easy, right? Easy peasy. That's what we're all about here at Once a Month Meals, is making your life easier, especially your holiday season. So for this next recipe, I am going to do the pumpkin cheese ball. Now, this one is a different recipe. It's different because it definitely has, because of the pumpkin, it has pumpkin, cream cheese, pineapple, and then I'm also going to add some dried beef and some cheddar cheese. And I have an onion allergy in my family, so I won't be adding onion, but that is in the recipe as well, and you could go ahead and add that. So you definitely have those sweet and savory components to this recipe, which is really good. So you could really add either or with serving it. You could do a salty cracker. You could do a sweet cracker, like a graham cracker or something. That would taste delicious too. So Tracy, her tip is mix up your pumpkin pie mix. Put it in the refrigerator covered for 4 days, then fill and bake. The flavor is much better. That's a great tip. Thanks, Tracy. I love that. So yeah, as you guys can see, I've already, what I've done is I've taken my cream cheese, I just let it soften a little bit, and then I mixed it with a half of a cup of the pumpkin and then some of the pineapple, which was crushed and drained. I drained it really good because you definitely don't want it to be runny. And if it's a little too soft for you to mess with after that, if you think this is not going to roll into a ball, go ahead and just toss it in your fridge for a little bit and it will be good to go. So the next thing I'm going to add is my dried beef, and I've already cut that up and measured it out. So I'm just going to go ahead, add that in and give it a good mix. Who else is joining us today? I want to hear you guys introducing yourselves and telling us where you're from and if you're prepared for the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the stuff that comes with it. What are your favorite dishes to take? Maybe you take the same things every year, and this would be great to mix it up if you want some other options, if you're kind of tired of taking the same thing every year. Okay, so I'm just incorporating this dried beef. Again, super easy. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my shredded cheddar out here, and I am supposed to add 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar to this cheese ball. Leticia, oh, from California. Oh, California girl. And Leticia, are you ready for the holidays? Are you checking this out because you need some ideas of stuff to make for your family gathering or maybe a friend gathering? Because I know it's really popular now to do Friendsgiving too. I have a lot of friends and stuff who do that, and that's really fun. But it definitely makes for extra work, right? Because you're making double the dishes that you typically would. All right, so this is pretty thick now, pretty well incorporated. And my directions indicate that I'm supposed to shape this into a ball, and then I just put it in plastic and freeze it. Another idea is if you guys have these fun little shaped containers, like this one is a Christmas tree, you could put it in those as well if you want to make it. Does this have pumpkin puree or pumpkin pie mix? It's pumpkin puree. I used canned pumpkin, not pumpkin pie mix, just canned pumpkin. I'm going to go ahead and put mine into the ball shape so you guys can kind of see how to do that. Leticia says, yes, we are in charge of sides and snacks. Well, this would be perfect for you. And also just a reminder, if you are already a Once a Month Meals member, this is free for you. So all you need to do is go to the Once a Month Meals site and you'll be able to get this. Now, for those of you who maybe this isn't your jam, maybe you don't need appetizers and desserts, but you are interested in learning a little bit about freezer cooking and how that could work for your family, we have another option for you as well on our site. It is onceamonthmeals.com/tryitnow, and you can get 3 recipes. There's so many different meal plans to choose from in terms of dietary choices, you guys. So you can check out the link below in our comments for that as well. I'm going to get a spoon really quick. Get some of it because I want every bit of this cheese ball off of my spatula here. So yeah, you guys can go there and you can choose one of the dietary meal plans that works for you. We have, gosh, so many: keto, diet, traditional. Last week we did autoimmune protocol, even paleo, gluten-free, dairy-free. Gosh, you name it, guys. So you can see I'm just kind of patting this into like a ball shape. If I really want to get messy and make it perfect, I could use my hands to do that, but I'm not going to do it while I'm on camera for today. And then I'm just going to use my plastic wrap to kind of work around it so I don't kind of mess up that shape. I can even kind of pat it once it's in there. And you guys, perfect. See how easy this was. Now all I'll do again is use my plastic baggie here. Get my label, put it on there, And then I'm just gonna toss this right into the baggie and right into the freezer, you guys. Then maybe a couple of hours or the night before I'm ready to serve it, I'll just pull it out, thaw it, and then it's ready to plate. Easy peasy. See how easy that is, you guys. So all you need to do is go to shop.onceamonthmeals.com. Again, that link will be in our comments. And also, if this, like I said, if this is not your thing, but you do want to try freezer cooking, because we know you need regular meals, right, during this holiday season as well. You still need to feed your family. Don't hesitate. Go to onceamonthmeals.com/try it now, and you can choose the meal plan that you want. You'll get 3 recipes, double to yield 6 meals. Each one will serve dinner that night, and then you'll have a portion also to freeze for another night when time is short. You guys, I'm so glad that you were with me today. Let me check and see, do we have any other questions before we go? It only took me 15 minutes for these 2 recipes. Now, including the time that I spent ahead of time, maybe an extra 10, let's say. So 25 minutes, I've already gotten at least two easy takeaways for nights when I have parties. It looks like we don't have any questions, so I will see you guys back here next week at noon. I'm so thankful that you joined us today. Again, if you're joining us later, put your questions in the comments. We'll be sure to circle back around. Bye-bye.